Yeah, just picked up Gary, having a chat about Dubai. 18 years, a big fan, supporter, to go in Dubai. So I'm going to be interested to hear more about it. So come on, you said it's luxury. I do hear a lot of people say it's one big shopping mall, but for you to be going 18 years, like that says a lot. Tell me like why you love it so much.
So there's actually two big shopping malls,
Okay.
which you could go every night for a week and you wouldn't get round them. You don't hear anyone swearing. You don't hear anyone carrying on. It's absolutely spotless. You could eat off the floor.
Okay.
The hotels are just unbelievable. It's all about you being treated like royalty for your 10 nights that you're there.
Okay. So what about the beaches? Is it the nightlife? Is it the restaurants? Is it the food? What is it?
Mine's just relaxation.
Okay.
So I get up, go to the gym, go for breakfast, get your perfect poached eggs,
Okay. Perfect poached eggs, yeah.
go to the pool. They come round, they give you cold towels, you bring your buckets of ice. Nothing's too much for them. I spend more money now giving tips out.
Okay. In Dubai?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that customary to give tips like?
Do you know what? They're there to make a living, so no, they're from like India and other places, and they just look after you.
Okay.
So do you know what? Yeah, you get paid better in Dubai than what they do in India. But,
okay. So do you go with your wife or the children?
so go with both.
Okay.
So I went with the wife, the kids, and the grandchildren this year.
Okay. The wife, the kids, grandchildren. So how much you spending on a holiday for you and your missus and then you and the kids
So
approximately?
So for 11 nights, bed and breakfast and half board for the 5 of us.
Yeah. Oh,
Flying with Emirates,
okay.
getting private transport from the airport and then took back.
Okay.
It was 6,800.
Okay. That's not. And then how much spends though? Because it was half board.
Well, do you know what we spent on the kids? But the supermarket's across the road, so you can go and get all your little bits, your little drinks. You can take them down to the pool. They don't say you can't do this, you can't do that. You'll just go and get you a nice bucket. So if you want to buy a can of Coke at the pool, it will cost you £5. If you go across the supermarket, you can just get your little cans.
Okay.
So it is expensive as what you want it to be.
Okay.
You come through the airport, you can buy a case of beer, take it to the hotel, bring your few bottles down each day, put them in the ice bucket, or you can choose to pay £10 a bottle.
Okay. What about the nightlife? Do you go out, party?
No.
Okay.
No. I very rarely, we don't really drink, to be honest. Might have 2 shandies.
Okay, so in the evenings, what you do?
Well, I'm up from like 5:30, 5:45.
Okay.
So like, come like 8, 9 o'clock, and I'm ready for bed.
Okay.
There is places you can go party, and like you can go to the hotels, but we don't really drink, so we don't bother.
What about the kids? Do they get bored about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
No, because they've been up all day.
Okay.
The kids club, it's like the safest place in the world.
Okay.
So 2 o'clock, if you want a little hour to yourself, you can put them in there.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to them. It is unbelievable.
You're making me, to be honest, I want to do a lot of travelling, and until I've just spoke to you, Dubai was kind of more at the bottom of the list. I want to go to more Europe, Asia, India, but with you now, you're selling Dubai on me to bump it up the queue a lot quicker.
I struggle with back pain.
Okay.
So like, your EasyJet and all them, they cripple me.
Okay, interesting.
Emirates, you got plenty of room, the seats go back, you get your meals, you don't get charged, you don't get charged for your meals, you get your meal, then you'll get snacks afterwards. You can drink whatever you want, be it alcohol, soft drinks, tea, coffee.
Okay.
Even the luxury starts when you get on that plane. Because
Okay.
the stewardesses are like, it's unbelievable. It is.
Okay.
That starts your holiday.
The stewardesses.
Yeah, and the stewards. It's like,
Okay. That's a good deal. So how much for 2 weeks, more or less? 11 nights, 6,000. You and all the family.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. That.
no,
Who was that with?
Emirates.
Who
So,
did you book it with?
Emirates.
Oh, direct.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can just go to Emirates and book Dubai.
yeah.
Okay.
So then there's 2 other travel agents I use. Bestad Travel, Kenwood Travel.
Bestad Travel.
Bestad Travel, Kenwood
Okay.
Travel. I don't use the high street because it's too dear.
Okay, I've never heard. No one's ever told me about Bestad or
Yeah,
Kent.
Best at.
Best at. Where's that online?
Yeah,
Okay, and Kent.
Kenwood.
Kenwood.
Yeah,
Okay, so the high street is like not Thompson. Barhead Travel. That's
Yeah.
on the high street. Thompson, sorry, it is. Yeah. What's the other one? There's a few. They're high street ones. Yeah.
they're all too dear.
Okay.
So
So what about like Jet2 though? Jet2.
no, they don't fly there. So like you get on Emirates, when you land in Dubai, they've got their own terminal. So
Okay.
you're not mixing with like 10 other flights,
Okay.
and like even the airport terminal, you can eat off the floor. Honestly.
You're definitely on commission, aren't you?
No, honestly.
Them travel agents send people to us.
If there's 2 things I could talk about all day,
Yeah.
it's me back and Dubai.
No way. Okay. Definitely okay. I'm trying to think of what else.
Probably giving me name away. Going on about me back.
I know him. I remember that. Okay, so I'm loving it. Okay, and the family love it. So what about like? I mean, you've probably been to Spain, Turkey, have you?
Yeah, don't
Oh.
like Turkey.
Okay.
Just
It's not your thing.
filthy.
Oh, okay. And is that what stands out a lot to you? It's just like paradise. It's so clean, and you get pampered and looked after so much.
Yeah.
Is the different parts of Dubai, or is it all more or less one place?
No, there's different parts. You know, it's got like, you know, it has got a rundown part, but you know, you don't go there.
Okay.
So you can, you know, you're half board. You can use in certain hotels. You don't have to eat in yours.
Oh, don't you
can
know?
go to other hotels as well.
Okay. Can you and just experience that
Yeah.
hotel?
So like we've used like four hotels over the 18 years. We all went last year for my 60th.
Okay. Do you bump into lots of Scousers?
Do you know what? Not really, but we when I booked this year, I didn't realise it was half term, and like there was a few there.
Okay. What about if you, because I don't know, you hear sometimes, because it's conservative and it's a Muslim country, sometimes for like women, the way they dress and that, they've got to dress appropriately. You can't hold your hand with the missus, can't kiss.
The hand and the kissing in public's yeah, you don't do that.
Okay.
As for the dressing, that's gone out the window.
Oh, okay.
So you walk around the malls and someone are getting away with murder.
Do you mean in what they're dressing
Yeah,
like? Oh, okay. So they've relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, it's more westernised now.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, if you get up to mischief,
Yeah, you got to be careful.
yeah,
Okay.
but if you're just going there to relax and enjoy yourself,
So you couldn't hold your partner's hand? No, you got to be a bit careful with that.
you can in the hotel or like that.
But in public?
Yeah,
Okay. Is
but like that's just their thingy. So
Their
you
culture.
You gotta, what's the word?
respect?
You gotta respect it. Yeah.
Is it really safe? You don't feel intimidated by the gangs of people on the
No,
beaches?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like
Are
that.
the beaches packed though, fully packed? With,
No, because the hotels that are on the beaches, they have their private part.
Okay, so it's not like, for example, when you go to Spain, there's a certain beach and everyone's on the beach.
No.
It's not like that.
No, it's all called Jumeirah Beach.
But it's sectioned off for each hotel.
Yeah.
How many hotels about?
Oh, there's a lot.
Okay, okay. But you've all got your own private little section of the beach. It's not shared with everyone.
No.
Okay. So what are some of the best hotels then? I mean, some of them must be like astronomical, the prices.
Do you know what? It depends what you want to pay as well.
Are they 4-star you stay in, or are they all?
They're all 5-star.
They're all 5.
5-star.
So either way, yeah.
They're just, yeah. So like, you've got Jumeirah Beach. So like, that's the top one. You've got the 7-star hotel facing it. That's expensive. And then if you just work away along the beach, they all have different things, but they all look after you in the same way.
Okay. No, thanks for the recommendations. And they're online, them companies, them agents, yeah? Because I've asked lots of customers about different...
No, so since COVID, I used to just use Best at Travel or Kenwood.
Yeah.
But then after COVID, Kenwood was like about £500-600 more. Best at Travel about £300, and then I just started looking at Emirates.
Okay.
And like, you know, £300.
No, definitely. And can you use them travel agents, I'm assuming, for other locations as well? Okay, yeah. No, it's interesting because literally no one's ever mentioned them two, so I'm looking forward to checking them out. So you've just come back from Dubai, haven't you?
Yeah.
That wasn't your 60th, was it?
No.
Okay. So is it definitely Dubai? Like no questions asked next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you live out there?
No.
Okay, how come? Because family's here.
Family, and you know what? I actually like our seasons weather.
Okay, you don't want to be there all year round.
No, it's too much.
Yeah.
So like you come in out the sun, and it's like walking into a big fridge. Everything is the best of everything.
Okay.
You go, it's only air conditioning, but it's not, because it's like it's the best of everything.
Okay. No, you've definitely got me wanting to go to Dubai now a lot sooner. Now I can see the attraction for so many people, teachers. There's just so many work opportunities, taxes. Straight up to the left.
Down there.
No, thanks for that, Gary. But it's good because when I upload it, it's just, you know, as it grows, the channel, sometimes people like to get some inside information on things like that, so it's just good.
Fine.
You're all right here? Anything you want to say before we bring it to the close?
How much is that?